We all dream of reaching financial freedom, being able to travel the world, drive our dream car, live in a big house, and retire young, so we can enjoy life to its fullest without having to worry about money ever again. In this video, we are going to show you 5 ways that you can retire with your crypto investments so you can live your wildest dreams, especially if you start to do our number 1 pick early on. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and to turn on the notifications so you know when we put a new video out. A disclaimer alert is now in effect. This video is for informational purposes only. We recommend that you always seek professional advice. Let's start. Number 5. Centralized crypto lending platforms. This is one of the most simple ways of earning additional income from your crypto holdings. Centralized crypto lending platforms are basic lending services that offer deposit and loans on a centralized platform. In it, people can earn interest on their funds once they deposit money into one of these platforms. It is very similar to a bank account, since these platforms will hold your crypto and lend it out to generate interest. This interest is then paid to your account on a daily basis, which allows you to compound your crypto daily. However, these crypto loans are heavily collateralized, which means that the amount of funds these borrowers can loan is always less than the value of the crypto. Also, unlike term deposits in bank accounts, you do not have to tie your crypto for a certain period of time, and most crypto platforms give you access to your crypto at any time. Most of these platforms support numerous coins, which means that you can earn interest on the same coin that you are looking to hodl. Even if you are looking to earn better interest in USD than you would have in a traditional bank account, then you can simply supply stable coins to these platforms, such as USDT and USDC. That being said, you have to be extremely cautious, careful, and be 100% sure that the platform you are using is legit and secure, as once you deposit your crypto into the platform's account, things could go south very quickly if the platform you have chosen is fraudulent. Moreover, these services are regulated, and you will have to complete KYC before being able to use them. There are plenty of lending crypto services out there, but the most well-known are Celsius, BlockFi, and Nexo. Nexo is great if you are based in Europe, as they were founded by a well-known fintech firm called Credissimo, and they have over 4 billion in assets under management. Nexo also has a utility token designed to provide benefits within the Nexo ecosystem. In terms of interest rates, they vary between 4 to 12%, depending on the coin that you are supplying, as well as what type of account you have. Users also have the choice on whether they would like to earn Nexo tokens or in kind, which is another way of describing earning interest in the same coin that you have supplied. Since we are growing our stack, we have chosen the earn in kind option. Stablecoins, such as USDT, have better interest rates than assets such as BTC and ETH. If you live in the US, however, you might want to look at BlockFi and Celsius before making a decision, but don't feel shy to check out Nexo's too, as in our opinion, it offers the best interest and benefits in the market. However, what if you want to control your own keys and avoid that KYC bureaucracy? Well, that takes us to our next point. Number 4. DeFi Lending. When it comes to decentralized finance, one of the primary features that it enables is trustless and permissionless peer-to-peer lending or borrowing. Instead of a centralized lending platform matching lenders and borrowers, you have a set of smart contracts. Smart contracts that will adjust interest rates based on the supply and demand for those coins in the platform. The most important thing to understand about DeFi, however, is that you're in full control of your keys at all times, as well as the fact that there are no platforms that can restrict you from earning interest, and you don't need to complete any KYC. All you need to have is a Web3 wallet, so you can connect to these lending dApps and start earning interest. These lending contracts accumulate interest continuously, which means that the impact of compounding is likely to be considerable, as is the case with centralized services mentioned before. You are not beholden to any sort of lockup period, and you can withdraw your funds any time. At the moment, there are numerous lending protocols available in the market, and you can take a look at those with the most funds locked into them, TVL, over on DeFiPulse.com. When it comes to using these protocols, AAVE and Compound are the ones we prefer to use. Their returns are similar to centralized financing, as they give higher returns to stablecoins, more than most other cryptos. As a matter of fact, you are likely to see the same lending rates across the market. This is thanks to arbitrage opportunities, because if those rates were different, DeFi users would quickly take advantage of it and end up shrinking the difference. If you choose to supply crypto to any of these protocols, then you will need a DeFi wallet, such as MetaMask. And if you want to know more about this, then we will leave a link in the top right. Also, it is important to consider that if any of these platforms were to suffer a hack, then you have no regulator or agency to turn to, as this type of responsibility and risk goes hand in hand with taking control of your own finances. Moreover, fees on these platforms can be high, depending on the congestion of the network, which can be particularly true if you are using an Ethereum-based lending platform. This is decentralized lending, but DeFi is a box of opportunity when it comes to generating passive income, and we'll talk more about these opportunities in our next 2 points. Number 3, liquidity mining. Another DeFi method of earning passive income is liquidity mining. This is the practice of supplying liquidity to a protocol, so it can be used in order to facilitate the decentralized exchange of different assets. People that decide to supply liquidity are known as liquidity providers, who will earn trading fees every time two assets are swapped for one another. For example, you can provide USDC and ETH to a USDC/ETH pool, and you will get a liquidity provider token. These tokens then represent your share in the pool, and they will appreciate in value based on the fees that are earned when swapping indexes. This is quite a common setup on automated market makers such as Uniswap, 1inch, SushiSwap, and others. The fees will vary based on the amount of trading volume that is going through these pools. If you decide to supply liquidity to AMMMs like this, you have to consider things such as the threat of impermanent loss and the liquidity mining incentive of the protocol, which are rewards for those who are supplying liquidity. Mining incentives of the protocol are usually in the form of governance tokens that could become very valuable in the future. Sounds like a win-win to us. Number 2, yield farming. When it comes to yield farming, it becomes a much broader concept that incorporates lending and liquidity mining in order to chase the best yield. You have probably heard about those insane, face-melting yields that go into the hundreds or even thousands of %. Well, that's yield farming for you. Of course, don't forget that just like everything else in business, it comes down to risk versus reward, and yield farming is extremely risky when it comes to passive income. In practice, yield farming is complicated, and it is not something we would recommend newbies to do. But there are platforms that make yield farming easier by automating the process, such as Yearn Finance. One of the most well-known platforms in the space, Yearn Finance has been around for over a year now and has built a pretty user-friendly interface, as it allows DeFi users to connect their wallets and supply liquidity to earn interest. Despite some of the returns reaching over 60%, depending on the pool and strategy that you are using, we would not recommend it, even though it is interesting to know about. Once you are supplying liquidity to Yearn vaults, it will be moving around the different lending protocols and liquidity mining programs, and there will be real smart contract risk. It is also important to point out that lending pools have been exploited before, so you have to be careful and understand what you are doing. Number 1, staking. Staking is probably the most well-known way of earning passive income with cryptocurrency, as you can stake cryptos in proof-of-stake blockchains in order to earn returns. Essentially, you are staking your coins in order to maintain the decentralized consensus essential for blockchains to function. The benefit of this is that you are not only helping to take part in securing the network, but you are also receiving returns in kind of the same coin or token that you are bullish on. When it comes to staking, you have a number of different options. This would depend on whether it was pure proof of stake, which you solo stake directly on the network, or a delegated proof of stake blockchain, which you delegate your stake to validator nodes. If you do decide to stake in these blockchains, you will want to consider the following: wallet support, staking complexity, payout terms, lockup periods, and staking rewards. Different coins or tokens will have different staking parameters. However, when choosing which coins you are going to stake, your decision should be entirely based on how bullish you are about that coin. To conclude, When it comes to investing in crypto, many of us choose to hodl, as it can be an extremely effective method, as hodlers benefit from long-term price appreciation. Even so, crypto sitting in a wallet is nothing but dead funds, and there is nothing stopping you from using that crypto to earn additional crypto. Just remember, before depositing your crypto into any platform, do your own research, as there are many scams out there that people fall for. If you want to know what those scams are, we will leave a link in the top right for you. Hope you guys have liked the video, and if you did, please smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure to check out our links in the description. See you guys next time. Take care.